What's that horrible noise? What is going on? A tornado? Where? We'll be safe here. We can wait for it to pass. Hello everyone and welcome back to Conquer the Frontier here on the new Frontier map with Artemus. Now as you can see, we had a bit of a tornado situation last night and we thought this morning we'll go ahead and check out the damage from that. Luckily our farm was completely avoided as we have not yet expanded into the area where we had the tornado. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting to go take a look. Then as for jobs for today, we do have creekside here ready to harvest a beautiful crop of wheat. So we can go ahead and get that harvested with our new harvesters, and that is the same program as last time. Do the harvesting and then bale the straw and get it dropped into our PGA. And then we do have Oliver Park ready to go as well. So we plan on mowing and foraging that as well today. And it's nice to have sort of stages to the harvest, so we're not doing a whole lot at once. So last time was the barley, now it's the wheat, and next time we should have the canola ready, which is a gigantic field, but I think our new harvesters will take care of it pretty easy. And it'll just be the maize forage after that. We are going to hop in a truck here and go check out the tornado damage. The tornado touched down just beyond our hillside field here. So luckily we did get that harvested last time. So there was no damage, but as you can see, we have some ravaged trees up ahead. But luckily it touched down and moved away from our farm instead of crossing it. So we did not get any damages from it. But look at this, that's quite a path of destruction. And had a whole lot of trees in his path. But thankfully no damage to our farm, so we can go ahead with jobs as usual. We're going to start by jumping in the harvesters and get creekside field harvested. 35,700 liters of wheat. And that is not too bad, given that Creekside here is one of our smaller fields. So all in all, not bad. Now we're just gonna move on to the Bailey and straw collecting. Now last time Artemus did the baling, so now it's our turn. So we'll just get these back to the shed and then we'll get to baling. There we go, that's the straw taken care of. Now we just need to mow Albert Park. And this time around it is time for Artemus to do so. Now as Artemus gets ready for the mowing, we have nothing to do but watch. So might as well send the drone up, get some footage. So we will look on as Artemus does the mowing, and I'll see you when that's all done. There he is, back from mowing. Now this is the first time we're cutting the whole field all at once. So I must get the honor of that. I was just parking away the mower. Getting the cap flip around, there we go. So next we're getting this picked up by a forage harvester, which we get to run this time around. That's the price for waiting while Artemus did the mowing. So he'll jump in the truck, do the carting. So we'll be taking this to the BGA to ferment, to load into the BGA. Getting the cash from that. Then later on our maize is going to go into our new dairy farm bunks. Like I said, we are running the forage harvester and Artemus is ready to go. So we'll get this done and I'll see you then. There we go, that's 236,000 foraged and compacted into a silo here. I do think we're going to be covering this today, and the next cut will simply go into the next bunk when we empty that one. So still have 52,000 liters there. We're going to have to use some of that for our cows, and the rest can go into the BGA. And that is our bunk covered, so I'll start fermenting here. But that is all for today. I'll leave the fertilizing of the grass field until next time. And we still have plenty of jobs to do then. So make sure you check out Artemus's perspective in the link in the description. And make sure you don't miss the next episode of Conquering the Frontier.